All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Everybody, if you haven't done so, please check out the chat room. Some funny stuff. A lot of funny stuff in the chat room. Big shout out to everybody able to join me for this stream. Hope you're still here by the end of the stream. Right now, I want to hop into this live stream. Big shout out to We Hate Dogs in the building. Be sure to subscribe. And We Hate Dogs has been a member of this channel for 9 months. Solid supporter with We Hate Dogs and everyone. And I don't like to see our channels get taken down. I knew it would happen. I've gotten strikes. But when it actually happens, I'm very disappointed. Chef's subscribers were creeping up on 1,000. But she'll be right back there and more very soon. And I don't know why they canceled her channel, but I would definitely like to know. I try to stay within the rules on this channel because YouTube is a large platform, and I see a lot of people who manage to get controversial topics off and stay within the rules of YouTube. So I try to be as smart as possible and stay within the rules. But I could not find any rules that Chef broke. That's why I said it had to be something goofy. Has to be something goofy. But I want to get into this. I pinned a link to Chef's channel in the chat room and the description box. But sometimes in the description box, the link breaks. I don't understand why. I'll post a link and it'll work for a little while. And then the link will it'll be a partial and it'll have like 3 dots at the end and it just doesn't work. I don't know why it does that. But this is her new channel. Subscribe. Follow us. See, people, they're thrown off by the fact how we just came out of nowhere. Came out of nowhere. They looked up and they saw us. Who are these people? Who are these people that have gotten the courage to talk about dogs, to speak out against our culture? Yes, these people are terrorizing the world. Shout out to a lot of channels here, man. Toxic Paw Print. I think I shared a link to one of his channels. Let's get into that after the stream, because I invited some people to this stream and I want to talk to you. Cesar, Jack Beresford, is that your name? And a behaviorist that's quoted on here. And then I will chop it up with the Cesar family. Much love to all of you. But I just saw 2 filthy articles. The first one was from Cesar, or about Cesar. When was this published? The 14th, yesterday. And when I got home from work today, I saw this. Title: Pit Bull gives toddler kiss and cuddle in heartwarming video. So cute. Now, I don't even want to show that video. I left the link Here, I'll share the link again in the chat room. I don't even want to watch that video because it's child endangerment. And according to YouTube rules, that's against the rules. You can't show children in dangerous situations. And none of them can deny that this child is in a dangerous situation. The baby's alone with the dog. We've seen thousands of photos and videos like this. So there's no need for me to play it here. This dog, but I'm going to share a partial because you have to see it. Because it's not even a kiss, people. It's so goofy. You see this still photo? It wasn't this stupid mutt just bumped its face because it's so long, because it protrudes out so far. The dog didn't make a gesture of a kiss or nothing like that. Big dumb goofy mutt just basically turned its head around and bumped its face into the baby's face. And of course, you know, this video has gone viral. I believe they said it's been seen by over 6 million, has over 6 million views. And this is nothing but propaganda. And why would you even make something like this? As if a video like this, we're supposed to overlook all these other attacks. As someone pointed out, it's out of control right now. This was the feed on my screen when I did my news search for today. Past 24 hours, dog attack. All right, I get home. I look for dog attack, dog, and therapy dog. Dog disease as well. Keep up with the outbreaks among these mutants. But look at this. Of course, you got these random articles right here. Neighbors were savaged during a dog attack. Terrified to go outside. It's the one I shared yesterday. And this is about a dog that got attacked by a bear, but who cares? Dogs attack animals on sight. So when they get attacked, it's no big deal. Probably in self-defense anyways. This story right here, 11-year-old boy rushed to the hospital after his face was slashed. That surfaced 6 hours ago. New Jersey dog attack. That's about that stupid bear again. This is this is another dog attack. Don't know where this is. Look at this. I want y'all to follow this. Screams before heroic neighbor save boy from dog attack. It's all in the past 24 hours. And I want you to notice the structure of this feed. Stray dog attacks 12-year-old. This is what I see virtually on a daily basis, people. This is truly, truly out of hand. It's a pandemic. These attacks are consistent. Very consistent. Now look at this. A different dog attack. Leaves locals alone. Now, and then out of nowhere, look at this. Pit bull gives toddler kiss and cuddle and heartwarming video. Right in the middle of all these attacks, you have this article. How disrespectful is that? That is so disrespectful. It's beyond insulting. Just out of consideration for all these victims, you should just not create videos like this. You should not publish articles like this. Why would you? It's unbelievable. Behaviorists and veterinarians tell you to never do what they're doing in this video. I've shared numerous sources Just Google, never leave child alone with dog. Well, what does alone mean? You telling me this is not alone? This is alone. You sit them beside each other, literally on top of each other, and step away. They're now alone. Just because you can see them, that don't mean nothing. If the dog attacks, you can't do nothing but try to pry. And you're talking about bully breeds that lock down and shake. Do you know how much damage could be done by the time you pry your child's head out of a pit bull's mouth? Y'all trying to pass this off as safe? And I'm not getting deep. This is basic common sense I'm talking. Cesar, you know that full well. Stop conning the people. That's all y'all doing is conning people, and you know it. All you behaviorists, shame on you in your profession. This is alone. How do you think attacks happen? Because people keep doing stuff like this. At least that's some of the scenarios. Why are you promoting endangerment at the highest level? This is endangerment. People, y'all don't look. When I Google dog attack and I get all these articles every day, you don't get toys that are being removed from the shelves every day like that. You don't get no other consistent injury or death, mutilation on a consistent basis like that. It only comes from dogs. And over half the time, it's children. Well, if you have a culture of people doing stuff like what you see in this video, and this is a culture, millions upon millions of people looking at this, don't tell me this does not influence them to do the same as what they see. If it's so heartwarming and they're so obsessed with this, oh yeah, let's give the baby over to the dog. Let's trust the dog. Quite naturally, this is going to cause attacks. They're going to be attacked because of what you do. You're basically telling on yourselves by viewing all the likes, all the comments, your verbal support of this. You're basically telling on yourselves, and you're letting us know at least why many of these attacks happen. It's because you're doing something stupid like this. And we all know it. There are many different scenarios leading up to an attack. Sometimes the dog will just see them and run towards them, attack them. Some of these attacks are the result of what you see right here. Nobody in their right mind can deny that. Cesar and you other two people I'm talking to, this woman, Louise Glazebrook, here, let me show you what she said in here. This is a disgusting little video because it's nothing. It's literally nothing. Newsweek makes an article about it. The moment when a pit bull shared an affectionate embrace with its owner's young dog. People. Dogs are the only creatures on earth that launch attacks, physical attacks on babies as young as this baby and younger. Nothing else attacks our youth. That alone should make articles like this illegal, images like this illegal. I don't know why y'all playing dumb, acting like you don't have common sense. These people trying to just destroy common sense. Footage of the pet pooch kissing and cuddling, which is a lie. Dog's just laying there. Y'all see the video. Dog's just laying there. This is so stupid. And I'm telling you, if I would, no, I'm not playing this video. I've had my comments disabled before for showing videos just like this. But they get to promote it. See, right here. Viewed over 6 million times. Now, I want y'all to follow this article. It's mostly just, nuttery over this stupidity here. This very dangerous act that they're celebrating endangerment. That's all this is. I just can't believe so many people accept this. This is endangerment. That's irrefutable. So why is everybody playing dumb and everybody else scared to say something? Look at this. Look at this article. The idea of a small child playing at close quarters with a pit bull might be a little unsettling to some, given the breed's reputation, a reputation that it earned. Because it's been pit bulls, bully breeds, killing the vast majority of people. The vast majority. I'm telling y'all, people, it's like what? It's over 80%. When you check the actual attacks, just like what we see in Wikipedia, and those are credible sources. They just link those sources to actual news reports. And every time I cover the actual news reports, it almost always says a bully breed, right? So its reputation is what it made it. Nobody placed some type of false stigma on these things. What are y'all talking about? People, we just got to be just frank and upfront with these lunatics. And if they don't want to listen to common sense, just move beyond them. Because y'all out of your mind. I'm not trying to reason with people out here. But I digress. Look at this. In a 2021 analysis of recorded pediatric dog bite injuries sustained in the U.S., pit bulls or mixes were the offenders in 53% of cases. Well, there you go. So what are you talking about? You quote the statistics, and then you say, yeah, that's his reputation. Well earned. That tells you the nature of it. Now look at this. He says something real stupid here. He said to give you, well, it's not stupid. I'll share. We all know what that means, 53%. Said to give that figure some perspective, the second most commonly identified breed group was Labrador, which was linked to 10% of the. So the closest is a lab, number 2. And it attacks in 10% of the cases. So huge gap. It's almost like exclusively pit bulls. And when you talk about deaths, it's over 53%, usually. Sometimes a little under. But when you talk about hospitalizations, up to 7 days, 100% of those victims were attacked by pit bulls. 100%. This has been pointed out by a doctor. And I would even believe 3 days. If you got to stay in the hospital for 3 days, most likely you are attacked by a pit bull. Okay, let's stop playing dumb. But listen to this. However, look at this. However, dog behaviorist Louise Glazebrook thinks it would be wrong to dismiss pit bulls as a breed to be wary of. Huh? She said, quote, judging anything purely on how it looks is inadvisable. What? Who said anything about their looks? Who said anything about how these things look? We don't talk about that. You don't hear anti-pit bull people sitting around saying, oh, look at that, the way that pit bull looks. What are y'all talking about? If it looks like a bully breed, most likely it's a bully breed. They're pretty easy to spot. They don't look like Labradors. They have a blocky head. And is that supposed to be a dumb thing to do? To be able to notice or spot a bully breed. They act like there's some type of, that's a sin. Why would you object to people being able to spot a bully breed? And when these people call them bully breeds, it's always a bully breed. When they call them pit bulls, when they call them pit bulls, it may not be a textbook pit bull, but they're always a bully breed, always. So stop with the games. Stop with the little word salad. This is an embarrassing article. I mean, this is elementary. This is elementary level stuff we're talking about here. So that is to you, Louise Glazebrook. I sent you an email. If you have anything to say about what I'm objecting to, feel free, lay it out for us in the chat room or the comment section. She said, what we should be looking for is where that dog has come from. Its breeding, the experiences it has had, and its actual behavior. Ma'am. What? That's like word salad as well. We're talking about what they were bred for. Nothing trumps that. Nothing trumps that. And let's stop pretending like only a certain sect of people own pit bulls. It's not always the dominant type who wants to be the alpha. Sometimes it is the people who raise the dog with love. Quite often it is. So you got both crowds owning these things. Let's stop this nonsense. Dogs that have never been trained to fight attack people all the time. I've covered, I would say, hundreds, if not thousands by now. If you actually keep up with the reports, these people don't keep up with dog attacks or something, or they're just ignoring it. Where are they getting this stuff from? Glazebrook said when it comes to dog bite attacks, rather than simply focusing on the breed, closer scrutiny should be placed on the dog's home life. What? What are you talking about? Okay, let's give her a chance. Look at the owners and the people who created that individual dog. When we look at the cases of dog attacks on humans, the reality is that the early warning signs or signals were missed well before that dog did attack and injure. Ma'am, where are you getting this information from? Where are you getting this from? I cannot remember a story I've reported on where the people saw the warning signs before the attack. So why are you assuming that there were warning signs? What she said, now look, she said, when we look at the cases of dog attacks on humans, ma'am, that's all I do on this channel. I don't do nothing else. I don't change up nothing. I keep up with all the cases. What cases are you talking? Okay, listen, ma'am, if you want to reply, please provide links. Ma'am, I want at least 10 links. 10 links to cases, to stories where they say warning signs were missed. Who is validating that warning signs were missed? Who's confirming that? Ma'am, were you there? Are you magically popping up to every dog attack scene? Or y'all just happen to find somebody in the crowd who saw the warning signs? You telling me there are some people who say, yeah, well, the dog showed its teeth first. Yeah, the dog reared its ears back first, but they didn't see the warning signs. Where is that kind of report? Have y'all ever heard me report something like that? Isn't this the most ridiculous babble you ever heard in your life? What in the world? That is a lie, ma'am. I'm calling that a lie. Please provide 10 sources. Green, the mom who posted the viral video of her pit bull and daughter cuddling, explained in the caption of another video that she has been sharing clips showcasing his affectionate side to help, quote, help break stereotypes around the breed. Ma'am, these are not stereotypes. I don't care what, oh my goodness. Why would you even repeat what she said if she said something like that? Pit bulls are expressed in numbers. They are expressed in statistics, in doctor reports, in severity of damage, how consistently it happens. We're dealing with percentages. It's the numbers that's telling us that pit bulls are more vicious. Where are y'all getting? They act like they've proved that all of the numbers are stereotypes. When did that happen? What is wrong with these? That's why I don't like engaging these people. Because you have to stoop down and just be dumb yourself to even converse with them. My goodness. It's like you have to play stupid. You have to play stupid with them. My goodness. These are not stereotypes, ma'am. I have a list. Go to the homepage of my channel and you'll see a link to a blog. That's a list of dozens of doctors who have said these things should be banned and they inflict far more damage. That ain't no stereotype. Stop playing dumb. Y'all know the numbers. He just shared them in this article. And what she is saying goes directly against what he's already shared in here, which lets you know they don't keep track of information. He said over 53% of the time it's pit bulls. And the next closest is 10% of the time. What's that tell you? These things are more vicious. When you look at death, it's almost exclusively bully breeds. What are you talking about? If everybody in the hospital as a result of a dog attack are mutilated and shredded as if they've been attacked by a shark, if everybody in there like that in that condition was attacked by a bully breed, that means bully breeds are more dangerous. I'm not going to play dumb with these people. What's wrong with these people? Cesar, any one of you. I sent Cesar, I sent you a tweet as well. I let you know exactly what time this stream was going to start. That other journalist and that behaviorist. I know y'all in here somewhere. Don't play dumb. Now, what else this says something, people, this article right here is demonic. It's demonic. You watch, wait until you see how this thing ends. Look, that sentiment was echoed by those watching the clip of the dog and toddler cuddling, blah. I already spoke that. Look at this. Look at this. They quoted some of the things that people said in the article right here. Somebody said, people talk so badly about pit bulls. What? Sharing actual statistics. They labeled, oh, you're talking badly about them. No, we're not. You see, that's all they have. This is all the pit bull nutters have. This is the best of their arguments. You talk badly about them. Stop. You can't engage people like this. Look at this. Somebody else said it's not the breed. Okay, prove it. Mackenzie Brown, or who is it? Yeah, Mackenzie Brown. It's not the breed. Prove that it's not the breed with actual numbers, real reports. These people hang their hat on philosophy. They just want to say something that sounds incredible to say. Feel like they don't have to actually prove it at all. Look, somebody else said, this is a wonderful example of a pit bull's true nature. Well, pit bulls are given another example as I speak. How about that? How about that? What do you think is happening more often? You think pit bulls are laying up with babies and kissing them more often than they're attacking them? Are you ready? Try to make that argument. I know you're not, because you don't even know the statistics. How many dog bites there are? United States, 14,000 a day. A day, bites per day. You do the math on that, on how often it happens every single minute. You think these dogs out here kissing babies that often too? You see how this is so elementary? You have to really stoop down to their level to even engage with them on the stuff that they say. Somebody else said, this is literally the cutest thing I've ever seen. Okay, so what? You quoted a brain dead nutter. I'm not impressed. Yeah, nutters say that. They talk like that. They say things like that when they see things like this. Somebody said, oh, that's his baby. Isn't this pathetic? It's so irresponsible. And you have professionals supporting this type of lifestyle, a lifestyle of endangerment that is actually proving to be dangerous as I speak. So sad this breed is badly spoken about. I had a pit bull as a kid who was the same way with me. This is so sad, man. People, wow. Dog lovers, when you say things like this, I need you all to understand. Yes, I'm trying to reason with the dog lover world. I know. I need you to understand that no matter what you say, the fact is, let's deal with facts. Let's step away from fantasy and philosophy and dreaming, living in la la land. The fact is, they're attacking as I speak. No matter what you say, nothing's going to change that. The only thing that's going to put a stop to that is to get them out of our society. But no, you're willing to sacrifice millions. So I don't want to bore you with this nuttery, but look at this. This is what he wrote. Now, this is why I pointed out the author of this article. This is him talking now. Wait a minute. Yeah, look at this. According to his account, her husband discovered the pit bull abandoned under a bridge and decided to take him home in an effort to locate its family. But despite the dog being microchipped, their efforts to get him home proved fruitless. Say, they are supporting the idea of bringing home full-grown stray pit bulls into the home and leaving them alone with your baby. That's what they're doing. I've shared reports where people had done exactly that. Y'all remember those stories where they brought in stray pit bulls just right off the street? Remember that girl was getting bit on her hand by that white pit bull? She found that was a stray pit bull off the street. This is exactly how these attacks happen. You can't encourage people to engage in more dangerous activities than that. It's hard to come up with anything you could suggest to people that is as dangerous as that. You got to go to something extreme like, hand gliding on power lines or something. This is suicidal behavior. Why would you support and try to encourage and influence the general public to bring home fully grown pit bulls you haven't even raised from a puppy? You dare leave a pit bull alone with a baby like this and record it? Y'all have the nerve to ban us and flag us for pointing out your sick behavior. This is sick behavior. Who does that? Just bring a pit bull home, a fully grown pit bull. Did y'all beat this pit bull? Did y'all establish yourself as the alpha? So all you tried to do is treat it with love, huh? And as soon as it attacks, you'll be talking about how something must have happened in its life, in its past. Oh, then you'll say, oh, well, we don't know how it was treated before we found it. That's exactly why it shouldn't be in your home. You don't even know the history of this thing. And you all say that that's the most important predictor of future behavior. It's history. And y'all out here supporting that very behavior. This is unethical. And you all know it. What's that guy's name? Y'all gotta excuse me. I'm drinking water. My throat is highly dry. It's terribly dry. Y'all have to excuse me. My apologies. What's his name? Jack. What is it? Beresford? Whatever. I sent you a tweet. I sent you 2 tweets. Where you at? You need to take down this unethical video. Take down, article. Close the whole article, man. Why would you support this type of behavior? You want to encourage people to do this. Don't tell me you don't. You putting together an article like this, that's your way of saying, hey, you should do it too. You see a pit bull out somewhere, bring it home and leave it with your baby. Man, don't get me started. Now let me move on. Did I leave a link? I shared a link, I think, in the chat room. Here, let me share it again. No, I shared a link, but I'll share it again for anybody else. I'm sorry. That was hard to listen to. That was a hard article to follow. It was hard for me to read that thing. Now, this other article. Cesar, I sent you a tweet, and I'm giving my opinion on you on this video. Yes, I believe Cesar is a con artist. In my opinion, he is a con man. I know a con when I hear one. I know deceptive language when I hear it. You know, I think the main reason people follow this channel is because I'm straightforward. They know I'm not trying to run some type of scam on people. But this article, and I tweeted it, Dog Whisperer says if you want a better behaved dog, be a better human. Blame the victim. Blame anybody. Blame the owner. Just make sure you blame a human being for the way a dog behaves. Without any intervention from people, dogs attack. That is happening around the world right now. Stray dogs that were not raised by people attack. So where are you getting your information, Cesar? People, don't be afraid to deal with these popular people, just like you deal with the average nutter on the street. The things they say is equally ridiculous. Blame the human. You know what he's really saying? He's really saying, well, you didn't teach it to not attack you. The same jargon you hear from all of the other dog lovers. That's all they're saying, that he's saying in this article. You failed to teach it to not attack. People, this is just pathetic. You know, I'm sorry if people expected some type of, good debate. No. There's nothing heavy to dismantle that comes from Cesar. I'm telling y'all, his rhetoric is no different from the other low IQ rhetoric. So that's why I say it's a scam. It has to be a scam. Look, so he just had some new thing pop up. And this is so ridiculous. And it's too long. Look at how long it is. I ain't going through all that. So I'm about to switch to my PowerPoint. I took out the relevant points of this article. Would you see how much they write when they're writing about dogs? They always have a lot to say, right? Now look at this. Look at, not people, this is a con man, in my opinion. The human needs to be educated same way it learns. Same way he or she learns. Computers. Because dogs have their own program. We have to be educated the same way we learn a computer, because dogs have their own program. Why? Why do we have to be educated to keep a dog from attacking us? The education you're talking about is to not have dogs around you. Don't tell me I got attacked because I don't have education. I don't know a dog well. It's the same old rhetoric. Through his teaching methods, millions of people have learned that energy is everything when dealing with their dog. People, you know what he's saying? Don't show the dog that you're scared. That's all he's saying. He's saying that if you are afraid when you see a dog, that's going to make the dog want to attack you. So when you see a dog, don't act afraid. That's exactly what this article is saying in a nutshell. All of you who've read it, you know that's all it's saying. All this babble, that long article, and these people, that's all they're basically saying. This is pathetic. Energy is everything. Now look at this word salad that he goes through. And they're all quoting him. Nowadays, I focus more on human before they even a dog, before I do a dog, or before they even get a dog. A bunch of babble. Look. Okay, this is even more babble. I don't know why I took that out. He claims to have rehabilitated over 50,000 aggressive, unbalanced dogs. I don't believe that. Since he's been out, dog attacks have been steadily going up more and more each year. So where's the results of your work? And you know it. He came out, what, 2004, 6 or something like that? All the way up to now. But really, it was over in like 2017, something like that. I've shared the information. We all know full well. Look at the numbers. Attacks have been going up more and more each year. Where's the result of all your great work, Cesar? It's because it's a con. It's not yielding any real results. Everyone around the world can experience enlightenment, spending time with a dog. People, we've heard this type of rhetoric 1,000 times. That's classic dog nutter babble. Experience enlightenment, spending time with a worthless mutt. Sitting up there, violating us, sniffing all over us, staring at us, constantly moving, begging for food. There ain't nothing enlightening about that. What are you talking about, man? Look at this babble that look at this. This is unbelievable. It sounds like I'm listening to a drug addict. Reading this article, I'm dead serious. I'm sorry, I can't even respect it like that. Seeing life through the eyes of a dog. Y'all see that? Seeing life through their eyes. Look at this. Remember, dog is God backwards. So a dog is the earth's way of manifesting what God teaches. People, these things out here sending some 1,000 kids every day in the United States to the hospital to get emergency care treatment. And these people sit up here and make statements like, it's unbelievable. Dude, literally, don't nothing else repeatedly stab your flipping babies and kids. Happening every day, all day. And y'all sitting up making statements like this. What is wrong with these people? What is wrong with them? This is overboard. Everyone around the world can experience enlightenment, spend time with it. Okay. Dog is God backwards. Okay. Look at this. Whatever religion you follow, you can see it in a dog or in an animal. Okay. What? He don't deal with other animals? Why would he even say that? Oh my goodness. He's all over the place. Okay. Obviously, dogs are easier animals to be with because evolution has created domestication. But enlightenment or spirituality, any animal can give it to you. You just have to connect. Oh my goodness. I mean, how do you respond to babble like this? What is he talking about? Okay, this is another segment. Cesar is truly a genius with dogs, which he prefers over people. Now, if you prefer dogs over people, why would I trust you to look at dogs critically? Why would I trust you? Of course, if something like this is true, and this is a statement by his producer, Sheila Emery, a former producer on The Dog Whisperer, said that Cesar prefers dogs over people. Okay, so why would I trust you to look at dogs critically? Of course, quite naturally, you're going to say that dogs are God. You prefer them over people. Yeah, you're going to say, yeah, every time a dog attacks you, it's your fault. Yeah, you're just the type of person to say that. to always blame people when they're attacked. Cesar, you don't know me, but I specialize in your worthless mutts like you. Okay, people, no. Cesar, you hate people. Just say it. You hate people. You love dogs. That's basically what you're saying. If you say that you prefer dogs over people, to degrade people like that, that you depend on people for everything you have, everything that you are. You owe to people, not dogs. People supported you. People are responsible for the very clothes on your back, but you prefer dogs over people. I can't with these people. So, yeah, Cesar, I would expect you to say that. I mean, that really makes everything he says null and void. He has a new show that kicked off July 22nd of this year. That's why this article surfaced, was like a couple days ago. I think it was 2 days ago this article surfaced. He has this new show that kicked off last month. And he sounds worse as time goes on. This is utter nonsense. Everything that he talked, look at this. He focuses more on deepening the human-dog connection. Rather than fixing the dog's behavior issues, working with dog owners in each episode to help them better understand their mutts. I always say we don't have problems with dogs and we don't have problems with breeds. So when people say, are pit bulls aggressive? Are bulldogs stubborn? Blah, blah, blah. What that says about humanity is that we still don't understand connection, communication, relationships. More babble. So it's our fault that we believe bully breeds are more dangerous. Again, dude, the statistics tell us that pit bulls are more dangerous. They attack more often. They bite more often, on average. And they're almost always responsible for severe mutilations. That's nothing. I'm not debating with you or nobody on that. That's just the fact. So what are you talking about? There ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm not misunderstanding. I don't lack connection. I don't lack communication. I don't lack relationship. All this other babble you just rattled off. What are you talking about? That's just how it is. Why do these people insist on talking crazy? Talking like they ain't got a brain inside their little skull. Why do they talk like this? Y'all know what I'm saying? It's this zoinked out, just let me say some old spaced out stuff that don't make no sense. And this is Cesar, the great Cesar. Oh, but let's go on. He said, we still don't use a natural, simple, profound way of being. Look at this, people. What did I say at the beginning of this live stream? What did I say? Y'all remember what I said? Look at this. If you're not calm in front of a dog, you're going to create an excited dog. All that babble he went through was all just to soften you up, to lay this on you. To say, it's because you looked afraid when you saw this pit bull walk in the room. That's why it attacked you. That is all this article saying, people. Look, he says most people, when they see a dog, they get excited. But horse people don't get excited. They stay calm. So in my experience, in my opinion, rehabilitating dogs and training humans, we have to behave the same way we do with elephants, bears, bees, chickens. Calmness is number one. People, y'all thought I was just being rude, saying that it sounds like I'm listening to a drug addict. You thought I was just being rude. So he's saying that people are calm when they see a bear. Yeah, I'm not manipulating his words, people. I'm not. Cesar. Now, I know what he's trying to say, and I don't want to lose his point. He's saying that we should not view dogs as dangerous or as a threat. He literally said, when most people see dog, they get excited. Okay, so how can you also say that these are therapy animals? How can you also claim that they help to relax people? Cesar single-handedly went against the entire therapy dog industry in this article. Oh, man. I told y'all, you can't babble. You cannot babble and say the things that they're saying. Like there's no limit. They don't have a ceiling. They don't know when to stop. You're going to say something that's going to contradict yourself. What he just said goes against the entire therapy dog movement. They're hanging their hat on the idea that the dog helps to relax people. Cesar just came out and admitted what I've been saying all along. How many live streams have I said? When people see a dog, they naturally get excited. And I don't say excited. They get afraid. Their anxiety levels increase. Cesar just co-signed what I've been saying. I would say dozens of live streams by now. The whole dog lover industry needs to grab him and sit him down. He made a mistake. He made a mistake. That was a huge mistake. Here you have it. Cesar, I sent you a tweet. I hope you didn't expect to come in here and see a fan. No, you have a critic. It is my pleasure. Now, they quoted you here. You said if you're not calm in front of a dog, you're going to create an excited dog. No, what you mean is that if the dog sees you are afraid, it's going to attack you because the dog is a little devilish coward. That's why they attack kids over 50% of the time, because kids are usually scared of these things. They usually show fear. Even when they're trying to force themselves to like the dog, in certain moments, they jump. Sometimes the dog jumps. And y'all set up an environment that's tailor-made to get them attacked. It's structured to get them attacked by your little worthless mutts. So, therapy dog nutters, it looks like when people see dogs, they get excited. Most people, when they see a dog, they get excited. They don't get calm. They don't relax. That's all a lie. People, I've been saying that that's a lie for a long time. I know a lot of people thought I was just blowing it. No. I know people, man. I don't know people as well as I could. And I'm trying more and more every day. But I feel like I know them well enough to say what I'm saying. And I think this helps substantiate what I've been saying. These people just, they tell lies. Cesar, I'm not calling you a liar. I'm saying that you tell lies. You tell things that are not, you say things that are not true. And sometimes you say things that are true. You certainly said it right here. You spilled the beans. Thank you very much. But you see what he said, and you understand his point. Don't let his inclusion of bears and elephants throw you off. Of course, people gonna get scared when they see a bear too, man. What are you talking about? Why would you say elephants and bears? That was goofy. And bees? A lot of people jump and get scared when they see bees. What are you talking about? Bees don't give you calmness. Okay, I get his point. He's saying, hey, this is all Cesar's saying. When you see an animal that you know is not going to attack you, you don't get scared. Or as he says, excited. Because you know it's a non-violent creature. So Cesar, you're telling people to not listen to their instincts. That's their instinct kicking in. That's the intelligence of human beings. We program, we download information and reach a conclusion based on the information. We have concluded dogs are dangerous. That quite often they attack just to attack. Quite often. Most, if not all, attacks are unprovoked. Every now and then, an attack is provoked. And I'm saying that as a person who reports on far more attacks than the average person. Now look, Millan encourages building the relationship of calmness with your dog because it leads to trust. If you're not calm, an elephant will not trust you. So why would a dog trust you if you're excited? Cesar, no thanks. The people are not going to follow you. They're not going to listen to you trying to tell them to ignore a deadly threat. That's all you're doing. You're trying to tell them to pretend that dogs are harmless. That's all he's doing, people. I'm bored with these people's wisdom. This is as good as it gets, isn't it? Isn't Cesar the best that the dog lover world has? I sent the tweet to a behaviorist. What was her name? What was her name? Y'all heard what she said. Where's that article? Yeah, I got her Twitter too. Louise Glazebrook. Okay. I sent you a tweet. Isn't that what Cesar's saying? Pretend like a dog is not deadly and dangerous. You see, when people see a dog, especially if it's off leash, people know that dogs will attack you for no reason. That's why they get excited. You know, that's our way. That's our body's way, our mind's way of surviving. That's a survival instinct. We've learned, we've processed enough information to know that when we see a dog, an attack is now possible. See that? See that deep wisdom, Cesar? Nah, that's sarcasm. This is not deep wisdom. This is just basic common sense, people. Why do these people because it has to be a con. This has to be a con. There's no way around it. He's just straight up lying to you. Look what he said. Because humans believe that a dog is human, we like excitement and enjoy greeting our friends with enthusiasm. He's saying don't greet a dog like that, with enthusiasm. Why? Because the dog will attack you. So what are you advising, Cesar? And at the same time, we are ears, eyes, nose. We like to hear things, we like to see things. But a dog wants to smell things, then see things. And the last thing is to hear. Nose, eyes, ears. Every TV show that I have done is with the sole purpose of education to humankind. Well, Cesar, why hasn't your education helped to reduce dog attacks? Why are dog attacks steadily on the rise? Why? Why? Everybody knows this guy. Why did his dogs attack Queen Latifah's dogs? I mean, Cesar, he'll do a little trick with a dog. He'll perform some type of dominant thing and get the dog to stay or sit or something goofy, and then claim that he rehabilitated it. People take that dog home a couple weeks later, same old dog they always had. Oh, but I rehabilitated it. This is unreal to me. And to me, this is like unethical to run this type of propaganda on people. Cesar, all you're saying is that people need to stop looking afraid because a dog will then want to attack you. That's all you're saying. Why don't you inform the people that dogs are dangerous and to stay away from them? That's all you have to do. Find something else to be a specialist in. Go get you some rabbits. Get you something harmless to push on to the public. Because, dude, I'm dealing with far too many disturbing articles on a daily basis to have you out here pushing this type of rhetoric. Your new show is going to be horrible. Let me show y'all something else here. I want to show y'all something else. Y'all not going to believe this. Y'all not going to believe this. These dog lovers have lost their minds. They've plumb lost their minds. Now, this is the article I shared at the beginning of this live stream. Okay. Okay, y'all remember I shared this part right here? They discovered the pit bull abandoned under a bridge, decided to take it home in an effort to. However, by then, something extraordinary had happened. The Greens kids had developed an emotional connection with the dog, as well as enjoying snuggles with Green's toddler. The pit bull is also best friends with their young son, who has Down syndrome. Push stray grown pit bulls onto babies' kids. What is their obsession with babies and kids? Gotta look at this, people. Some people out there, they feel uncomfortable dealing with babies and children. No, what we're doing is pointing out their obsession with babies and children. What type of obsession is it? It's to put their life in danger. That is sick. Now look at the comment section of this article. We hate dogs, already got them. I read this article when this was the only comment on here. Look what it said. I'm shocked this article has yet to bring out the usual roster of ill-informed pit bull haters. Ill-informed pit bull haters. Ill-informed. Do y'all really think a pit nutter could prove that we are ill-informed? If they inform us, all they're going to do is tell us what we already know. And then that will make them anti-pit bull. There's no other information to share about pit bulls than the information that I've shared. They don't have no secret knowledge, no secret information nowhere. It's just all la la land. Look at this. As a pit bull rescuer for over 25 years, I can tell you that there really is no sweeter, finer, or more loyal dog than a pit bull. They're saying stuff like this in the face of pit bulls attacking, biting alone the majority of people. They found that pit bulls bite more often than other dogs and almost exclusively responsible for mutilations. And they call us ill-informed. Now, I don't know what their problem is. I don't know. They can't process information. Something is not clicking up there with these people. But I thought it was funny that this article gave him a little bit of confidence where he left this little message. But We Hate Dogs left the message. He said, I know, right? So loyal, it tops the breed charts for most attacks on children. In before, it's the owner, not the breed. Oh, the pit nutter got brave. He tried to flex his muscle in the comment section. So, Cesar, what's her name? Louise Glazebrook. And the guy who wrote this article, Jack Beresford. If you disagree with anything that I disagreed with or said, feel free to refute anything that I've said. I'm not a behaviorist. I'm not a dog trainer like you, Cesar. Right? Louise is a trainer. She's a dog trainer. She's a behaviorist. Now, I guess you could call Cesar a behaviorist as well. This guy is just a journalist, if I'm not mistaken. But you wrote the article. And it's horrible. It's horrible. You might get some views, but it's not going to be positive feedback for you. Because your article is full of evil. That's the word. It's just full of evil. And I just wanted to point it out. Cesar, your article is... I don't like to read articles like this. So when I have time, I respond to the people responsible for the article. That's all this is. I'm not trying to, you're the professionals and you're putting out information. You should expect to be objected to. I think that's fair. Isn't that fair? They're saying that they're the experts and they're putting out information. It's only right that somebody holds that information up to scrutiny. Otherwise, why should people accept your information as the truth? If any Joe off the street can debunk, the information you're putting out, then you're not a competent dog trainer or behaviorist. So if you don't want that to happen, I hope you defend your honor in the chat room or in the comment section of this video. Oh, I hear music. Can y'all hear that? It's an ice cream truck outside. All right. Big shout out to everybody who's able to join me for this live stream. What was I saying? Yeah, the other channels here on YouTube. Toxic Paw Print. I think I shared one of his videos. I think I shared one of his videos, right? Here, let me go back and see. Let me go back and look. Toxic Paw Print. There's a few channels that channels pop up all the time for me. Sometimes I'm late subscribing to some of these channels. Okay, we're already there. Okay. Sorry about that. Toxic Paw Print. Dump Dogs. Right? Dump Dogs. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, my computer's dragging. Okay. Animal Uncontrolled, Four-Legged Plague. Where is it? Where is it? Okay, I was just watching one of his videos earlier. Okay. Where's the link? Somebody share a link. Here, I think I can Google it. Oh, okay, there we go. So I got to share some of these links to the channels because YouTube limits the number of channels that I can share on the home page of my channel. That was I think it's Dump Dogs. If I'm not mistaken, where is it? Where is it? Okay, what's going on? Wait a minute, Dump Dogs. I put Dump Dog. Oh, come on. And the thing is, I'm subscribed to Dump Dogs. I don't know why it just doesn't. I don't know. If anybody has a link to Dump Dogs, please share that. And there's a couple more channels. I want people to check out the content of some of the other channels because I learn a lot of things watching their videos. I learn a lot of things. And if you keep up with the anti-dog channels, that's going to create, what is it called? Is it the algorithm? They're going to see this online community. You know, they're going to notice us. On Twitter, I think we already have a stronger presence. And I never used to use Twitter, but I've gotten around to using it a little more often. I think let me see, I got a notification. Okay, of course he has not responded. Nobody's responded, not Cesar. I sent the tweets. Here it is, I got the receipts. I sent the tweets. Okay, this Cesar right here. I left a link to this live stream. Where you at? Here's Jack Beresford. Left the link to the live stream. Now, the lady, she does not have a Twitter. She only has an Instagram and an email. I shot her an email and left a comment with a link on her Instagram. And I don't think I'm going to hear from any of them. Oh, let me not show that. Let me not show that. Oh, man, this is even worse. I'm about to get in trouble. Get another community strike over here. But yeah, Chef has returned. And I don't like to see anti-dog channels get taken down. You know, I don't like the idea of us being targeted. I responded to a tweet made by this female right here, Rebecca Corey, about this. She is she stands up. She's a pit bull advocate. Yeah, she's got a website here. Stand Up, right? And the pit bull lovers, here's what I want to ask you. Why don't you have anything? You don't have a day. You don't have a week. You don't have a course. You don't have nothing that recognizes the attack victims of pit bulls. Why? Why is that? If you want to acknowledge why they're so wonderful, why don't you also acknowledge the fact that they have mutilated so many people? Now, adults, we sustain injuries all the time. If somebody attacks us, that's not the same as someone attacking a baby. We as humans, we don't do that. We don't go around beating up babies. We don't pull out a knife and start to stab toddlers. We don't do that. But dogs do. And it's usually a pit bull. Nothing else tortures our youth. You don't have a day. You don't have anything. Nothing in your little philosophy, your dog philosophy, is built around that. Y'all don't even acknowledge it. You don't even acknowledge that literally nothing else launches horrific attacks against babies. I mean, doesn't that disturb you? Now, I'm not going to show it here. All you have to do is Google dog attack child. Look at the photos that pop up. They're disturbing. And if you're not disturbed when you see stuff like, but see, y'all are so disturbed when you see a dog that's been beaten. So disturbed that you make websites like this. Websites like this are made in response to pit bulls being rejected, left in shelters, and beaten and killed and shot and put in those fighting pits. That's, in a nutshell, what websites like this are made for. So you view the dog as a victim. What do you think the babies and toddlers are? You don't think they're victims? Where's your website dedicated to them? If you're all about standing up for the helpless, for the innocent, isn't that why they say they stand up for these dogs? Because they say that they're innocent, misunderstood. So what I see here is dog worship. It's just flat out dog worship, and much of it is sexual. I mean, that's just the truth. That's just the simple truth of it all. I didn't say all of it. Much of it is sexual. We don't know who's who. We don't know who's actually getting it on with these things and who's not. So of course, why would you say that your lover is a menace to society. Why would you say that your lover is too dangerous to have in the home, in the neighborhood? Of course you're not going to say that. Now, I hate to have to address this crowd of people, but this crowd of people is our neighbors. I mean, these dogs that have attacked, they're owned by people who's gotten it on or gets it on with their dog. That is a dangerous lifestyle that you can't fix. And I mean dangerous for not only yourself, but us too. And the truly innocent and helpless, whether it be your kids or kids in the neighborhood. Right? Over 50% of the time, the victim is a child. Dogs prefer to attack children. They see them and attack them just like they would any other small animal. When dogs see anything small or smaller than average, their instinct is to attack. It's an instinct. And it's even a stronger instinct with bully breeds. I don't care how many little websites or videos, how many times you show them with a bow tie or with a little sweater on. Don't change nothing. Yet you want to stand up for pit bulls. Okay. Well, if you disagree with any of my objections of your agenda of what you do, you're supposed to be the source of information, of the truth about these creatures' behavior. The only people putting out the truth about the behavior of these things is us. Pit bulls, bully breeds, they are more dangerous. They bite more often. They refuse to stop attacking. They launch sustained attacks, unlike any other dog. They attack until the target is dead. They bite down, hold, and shake to cause maximum damage. They will attack from the slightest trigger, which is really so-called trigger. It's really no trigger. You can simply stand up, sit down, cough, sneeze. These are deranged, soulless mutants that cannot love. It's a fact. They cannot love. Worst of all, they're child predators. And you all know it. You all know these things are child predators. But you choose to embrace child predators. I'm not making accusations of you. I'm pointing out the truth. That's just what it is. The numbers prove that these things are child predators. The statistics. And you support them. So you support child predators. So this is what you have to deal with, youngsters. It's too bad. Some of you, I know, do y'all understand? Some of these young people who listen to my channel, their parents have a pit bull in the house that they're afraid of. I've had people leave comments like that there's a dog in their house that they're afraid of. And this is the environment that these adults create for their youth. Terrorize them. That's a life of just being terrorized. And on top of that, you treat the dog better than you treat your child. Abuse and terrorism. That's the worst type of home to live in. Worst type of home to live in is when the adult has a pit bull or a bully breed. That's true abuse. So we'll see when and if their laws acknowledge it as such. But I have babbled long enough here. Let me get on my way. It was a pleasure once again to chop it up with you all. I really appreciate the Anti-Crusader family here on YouTube. We create energy here right? We create a lot of good energy here. We embrace knowledge, truth, information, and it gives us a lot of power. We call out any and everybody, professionals with the highest accolades. They run away, scared to death, with their tails tucked between their legs. I love this family. Y'all need to join us. Join us. It feels good to be on the right side of things. And I hope you all join me on the next live stream as we continue with this crusade.